Welcome guys, welcome another trading week. After NFP we have started another trading week. Last week was very volatile due to NFP, and after NFP you know that there is a called aftershock. Now currently we could see that because of the NFP we have seen majority of the instrument had a huge movement, and because of that reason we see that very clear trend, especially on USD pairs and on gold. I see a very clear trend, and JPY pairs also we see some kind of reversal. So starting the first session of the day of the second week of the month, today is 11th of December. So I am expecting this week to have an unusual volatility as well because of two main reasons. The firstly is this week is almost last working week in many countries, and last 2 weeks of the December will be very slow because of the holiday. So because due to the holiday there will be a lot of position will be closed from the market by the institutional trader as well as by retail trader. So that will bring an unusual volatility, fueled by different kind of events happening around the world. So we can take the full advantage of it, and we have taken past week. You have seen that we had an incredible trading opportunity past week because of this volatility. Now as a forex trader we need that volatility in the market, otherwise not good environment for trading. So we'll be looking at now one by one to see how, where we can find opportunity. Gold just have seen that drop below 2000 level in last hour. So I'll look at now gold, and then I will be looking at also GBP, JPY and USD pairs. And in addition to any pairs, especially you are trading or you're stuck in any trade or you are planning to trade, you can let me know using the live chat. Now before I progress further, make sure that you are you're smashing the like button. When you smash it, it shows to more people, that helps the channel. And also don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done yet. So let's begin with gold, and then we'll be looking at other pairs as well. Now starting with gold, I will be looking at first of all daily chart. Now daily chart, gold is potentially, it's now a bearish market on gold. And with that bearish market, if we look at the overall picture from the daily, what we see here is that it is a long-term bull market, but we have seen that now it has changed the trend. So the first question might be you asking that how do you know that it has changed the trend? It's not possible to know exactly, but we can analyze the technical aspect of the market, and especially when there is a change of trend, you will see this kind of unusual movement. Now past week, this long week daily candle, it is a very high, what I would say that it's a big rejection from the top on gold. And if I look at gold market from the daily, this is an all-time high price. So if I draw this resistance level on gold, this is where the price was creating series of lower high, and we saw that the price has broken that up. And because there is a huge liquidity in that zone after this long daily bearish engulfer, we can see that back to back two daily long week candles here, and that two daily long week candles, basically these two are narrower doji, and from that doji we can see that gold had a breakdown again last day of trading with the NFP. And with that NFP today we saw that gold has gone up initially, and then it's getting rejected from that level. And with that rejection, what we can expect on gold, what I think that today we might see pullback to the upside, and because it's a strongly falling market, as there is high liquidity, especially below this narrow doji. If you look at this narrow doji at 1989 level, this is a weekless candle, right? That time I expected gold to drop below that level and then to got rejected, but it didn't. And because of that, there is the reason I looked at in that zone is because there is a high liquidity in that area. So what I think that now gold is, if gold is going back up to the daily resistance today, especially where there was a opening and closing, we can expect from that level to drop back to 1980. So this could be the range for today to drop in that direction. So going down to the 1 hour chart where I was looking at the price action, so you can see that in that level, after this 1 hour doji, there is a drop followed by this pullback to the upside with this this is a level where there is a high liquidity, and this is where the daily resistance level, you can see the price, we have drawn that, and from the daily resistance, this is an overextension to the upside, and I will be waiting for the price to hit that level and then to give us that drop, potential drop to the downside, and it might go up, and even it could go back up to 2008 level, and from 2008 level could be a very good place for potential selling. So because it has dropped below the 2000 level, let's wait for the price first go back up again above 2000, and then we'll look for that selling opportunity. And I think it's very highly likely that it's gonna go back up again to retest this level. So this is the today's zone on gold. And now if you are asking, will I buy or sell? Definitely I will be selling. And let me know if you have any other plan on gold. I also want to know what's your plan on gold, and then we'll be looking together to trade the market. Okay, so, and also I believe that you had enjoyable weekend. Let me know if you had an enjoyable weekend. Tony, well done, Tony, thank you. Good morning, Nell. How are you? I'm good, thank you. Amando, good afternoon, coach, watching from Philippines. Thank you, good afternoon. Tony, this is it's gold. Yeah, it's gold. Yeah. Dave, good morning, coach. Good morning, Fred. Good morning, sir. Thank you very much. So I see that many of you are here. Let me know if you are here. Post a message on the live chat so that I know that you are here. And so with that gold, we have a bit more directional bias on gold to the downside. And what's your directional bias on gold? Let me know. And this week also there is event coming up, so quickly also we'll be recapping about the event coming up this week to see in fact where which day is more important and why it is important. Let's quickly look at the calendar. Now, for those who are completely beginner in trading, this is a calendar that you can look at. This is the website Forex Factory, which is a free website that I look at all the calendars and everything. And let me know if you don't know how to navigate that website so that I can guide you also on that. Now, looking at tomorrow coming up on AUD, RBA, it's government bullock speaks, so that's where we could see very good opportunity on AUD pairs, and tomorrow also GBP. Okay, so AUD USD, GBP USD. Tomorrow two important news coming on GBP, also the GDP, so which is on Wednesday 13th of December, which is tomorrow and after tomorrow. Okay, both of the day. So GBP USD, GBP JPY, and AUD USD. UD pairs and GBP pairs gonna be very, very volatile. So with that being said, now we found a gold directional bias. We will wait for it, and in the meantime I will be looking at GBP/JPY. Now GBP/JPY, if you look at this market, this is a 4-hour bullish engulfer on GJ. So let me quickly look at the monthly first of all. Now, as I mentioned before, GBP/JPY is long-term bull market. Guys, before I progress further, can you smash it, the like button? I see that view and like are very inconsistent, so let's make smash it. And also, did you subscribe to the channel? Cool, thank you, that's awesome, thanks for your support. And if you look at GBP/JPY, okay, so we see that it's a long-term bull market. Okay, so you see that I always use a word called long-term. Why do I use it? It's very important, right? Long-term is a very important word for every dimension, I believe, that in our life, because when you know how to use that long-term, that is where you basically become very successful in anything. Okay, because it is in fact a big reason of failure in trading, also not looking at the long term. You need to look at the long term. So what is a long term? For example, let's say, how do you use long term in trading? So when you look at the long term success in trading as a trader, you actually don't look at one trade, you don't look at the 2 trades, you look at the bunch of trade, and in terms of percentage and probability. See, when you look at the pips, okay, you don't need to look. So when you look at the pips, you're actually looking at the short-term picture. When you look at the percentage, you are looking at the long-term picture. This is very, very important, guys. Trust me, this will change your trading completely. See, you know that there are some lessons about the pips, right? Let's say, for example, on GBP/JPY. So if you are a complete beginner in trading, probably you have learned what is pip, right? What is pip is in a JPY pair. Okay, so when you see that 4.7, 4.8, 4.9, each movement is giving you 1 pip, right? And so this is a lesson, right? What I can tell you is that even, let's say, you have never learned about pip, right? You have never learned about pip, but you know how to use the risk manager tool based on percentage, even without knowing at all about the pip. You can be a consistently profitable trader. You see, this is what you need to understand. Is all about the percentage and the long-term picture. So trading, you know, when if you want to be a profitable trader, or if you are not a profitable trader, the first thing that you need to look at is how trading works. What is trading? See, if you if you have a big property that you want to sell or buy, probably you are looking at that individual component, right? But when it comes to trading, it's all about percentage and probability. So you need to look at a bunch of trade, not as a single trade. Let's say 20 trades, 30 trades, 40 trades, 50 trades, and you need to wait for that to complete those trades to give you a probabilistic results. You see, for example, when you take 40 trades or 50 trades, right? What is the net return after the close of these 50 trades? So even if you look at the, let's say, 100 trades, right? Now when you take complete 100 trades, what is the probability or what is the net return from that 100 trades that you found? So then what will happen by understanding is that one trade, two trades will not have an emotional impact or the response that we have that makes us to lose money in trading. So this is a very good way you can eliminate emotion by thinking from that perspective. I will clarify more. Make sure that you are sticking to the channel and not missing out subscribing more, because it's all about becoming, okay? It's all about becoming a trader, not just randomly taking a trade, and then based on one trade you cannot judge or determine your success in trading. Okay, so that is why it is important to look at the bigger picture. Now if you look at that bigger picture on Gbpusd, this is a long-term bullish market followed by this doji, and we see this current monthly candle has come to a very important monthly support level, and with that monthly support the price has now got rejected. And if I look at the weekly, where we can see that this is the weekly candle, there is a gap opening here, and with that gap opening today, once the market opened, immediately it started to move up to the upside. If we look at the daily, where also there is a doji, a pin bar, followed by today is a gap opening, and the market has started to move up. Now the question is this market is getting bullish again because it's a long-term bull market? I would say that it's still not fully bullish, because if you look at that drop on GJ, to turn to the long, to merge with the long-term trend, it needs a bit more stronger liquidity. Because it's already had a big drop, I will consider it as a pullback. Okay, so now if we look at the 4 hour, where the price is approaching a very important liquidity zone, and from this level there is a 4 hour candle closing on GJ. And if I look at even the 1 hour chart, where I think that GJ, after breaking this high, which already has broken once, and there is a 4 hour also here, I think that GJ will drop back again, okay, after breaking that high, and it might even range in that area. For me, it is less likely that GJ will be bullish like that, because it's a big drop without proper pullback and liquidity. I wouldn't consider it still moving in the major direction of the trend. So for me, I would like to see that GJ has broken that high first, especially above this 20 EMA, and became overextended in that direction for potential selling, because it's still, you see that this move, and there is a big selling pressure here, and to cross that zone it needs momentum from this side. So what I think that GJ will break to the upside first, and then will revert back, right, and then we could see that it's changing the trend. So because of that, at the moment I will be waiting for GJ to give us potential selling opportunity from that resistance level on the lower time frame, even if we look at the 15 minutes. But you see, this is a locally now also bull, so we will be waiting for the price to go there and then form a very strong rejection from the top, and then we can look for selling opportunity on Gbpusd. Okay guys, so I hope that you are enjoying, and let me know if you are. And I will go back to gold again, as it is approaching again 2000 level, so which is very highly likely that we will be able to see some kind of a bit more pullback to the upside for potential selling. At Hoy, good morning, boss. Good morning, Tony. Thank you. Morning, coach. Morning. What about dollar yen? Yeah, we will be looking at that. Morning gold, sell 2007 and above. Okay. What do you think of the oil price with okay, very good weekend. Thank you. You are truly amazing, brother. Blue Wave, thank you. You are also amazing. I was seeing 2017 buy up on gold with that. Okay, so here we see that in that area, in this zone where the price is showing that pattern. Okay, so from the, if we look at the very lower time frame, here is we will look for entry once we find that. Okay, so for me this is the 4-hour candle closing. There is a probability for another bounce, and then we can look for selling opportunity on gold and Gbpsd, which is also trying to break that high. From the 4-hour, there is the price is hitting that 20 EMA, and so if we look at just looking at here, so GJ is, I think that from this level we can expect a revert back on GJ. Okay, so that you can see my display here. Okay, so breaking above this doji on GJ, I think that we will see that some kind of rejection from that level, which will give us potential trading opportunity. After breaking that high, we will be looking at that. And in addition to that, some of the pairs, as there is a 4-hour candle closing, I will be quickly going through all the pairs a bit more deeply to see where they are heading. So we see that some of the pairs showing, if there is any other pairs that basically showing any trading opportunity that we will be looking at. So euro pairs also in a very important level, especially Eurojpy. We see that the market also with the Gbpjpy, Eurojpy also approaching this liquidity zone. Gold has got back again in the direction. So looking at, just to see overall picture in the market. Okay, so here what we see on gold, there is a candle close on the 1 hour and 4 hour where there is a long wick candle, and in this level, in this zone, okay, where we could see that gold is from the 1 hour, what we could see that gold is going back up to that level and then to drop. So it may not first go there, but I think that gold, even it could drop back again and then it could go back up for liquidity grab. But for me to sell, I need for the gold to give us a very high probability setup. Guys, make sure that you are patient enough. As you know that we do open quite a few trades in Forex Trading Wizard Academy, every day, and every day we are trading quite a few trades. So make sure that you are being patient with your approach, and this is the key to be profitable as a trader. Being patient, trading based on strategies, plan, and based on liquidity, market structure, and price action. According to Nikola Tesla, you know that there are 3 secrets in this universe. Okay, energy, frequency, and vibration. Once someone knows these 3 secrets, he can navigate through this universal energy in this universe very easily, because that's the fundamental building block of the universe. Similarly, there are 3 fundamental building blocks in the chart: market structure, liquidity, and price action. And the rest, you might say, okay, I have MACD, I have RSI, I have CCI, I have Bollinger Band, moving averages, 10 EMA, 20 EMA, 50 EMA, 200 EMA, or I have some kind of indicator that no one had ever had. Then how do I use them? See, all of them are secondary. So what do I mean by secondary? You see, when you go to an organization, the culture of that organization will depend on the leader of that organization, right? Because the leader is primary and the rest of who are supporting the leader is secondary, right? So similarly, these 3 components of the market are primary, and all of them probably you are using, I am also using some of them, they're secondary, and they're supporting to the primary factors that you can see. So these 3 secrets that you can see in the market will give you a very clear understanding of how the market moves. And if you want to, all my strategy that I use based on these 3 very important secret that I use in the market. Now, such as, for example, my TF strategy that I use, okay, is based on these 3 principles that I use. Okay, so this indicator that I use, so this is what I was telling, that indicator is fine, but it has to support your 3, like it has to support your strategy. And if your strategy is based on these 3 important factors, that I would say that your strategy is the best strategy, because any strategy has to be with the major direction of the flow. Then you can always win bigger on the strategy. So you see that all my trade that I use with a higher risk to reward, which is a very essential component of a strategy. Okay, so and because of that, if you are trading with the flow, so what do I mean by flow? Imagine that a river where you are, want to sit on a boat and the water is flowing this way. Okay, so when you have a free will to choose either to go this way or that way, right? So it's very simple. Even a 5-year-old, old kid will say that I will go this way because the water is flowing this way, right? Because this way is a bigger flow, and you just sit down, the water will take you in the direction that you want to go. So similarly, the market had a flow of itself. So you see that when you trade with the flow, you basically are trading to the major direction of the trend, and you can aim for the bigger win and hold it with proper risk management, and then you can gain consistent profit from your trading with patience, perseverance, persistence, and consistent effort to do that. So I hope that you guys are ready for gaining that consistency from the market. If you are ready, let me know that you are ready, so that we can also emphasize it more and more. And let me know if you are not ready, where you are lacking in your trading. Share your thought so that we can bring it to the point. Morning, thank you. Abhishek, morning coach. Hello, morning. Good morning coach. Session greeting to you. God bless you. Thank you very much. God bless you too. I think gold will go move up for manipulation, then drop after FOMC. Yes, I also think so. Gold, but one thing we need to keep in mind, that let me go back to gold again, 4 hour. Now if you look at here, the way this price action is formed, which is still maintaining a bearish price action. Okay, now so far if you look at the daily here, okay, now this daily, after the previous, this is the NFP daily candle. Now NFP daily candle is a bearish candle. This is what we need to understand. See, there are a couple of kind of candle you can see. Some candle you might see that, a big long candle with a full body. See, candlestick pattern are the representation, a very, very important thing to look at, because as a retail trader, the only thing that we have is candlestick pattern, right? Even the liquidity you learn from candlestick pattern, because you don't know, right? It's an unseen part of the market. So if you look at here, what you see, that indicator, handles, wicks, but where is the liquidity? You can't see it, right? But the candlestick pattern will tell you that there was liquidity. So imagine that you are in a land where all the people are invisible, or probably you are in an island where you stuck in an island. You know that there is an invisible man lives with you in that island. So how do you spot that man that's an invisible, right? Sometimes you see in cartoon or anything like that. So then you definitely will apply your common sense. Okay, I'm on the sea beach, the man is invisible, but I see some footstep is being created. So must be the footstep is from that invisible man. So you can spot that invisible man from the footstep, right? So similarly, the invisible part of the chart you can spot from the candlestick. That's why looking at candlestick is very important. You see this daily candle on gold that has a long wick at the bottom and long wick also at the top. Now, if you look at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is the 6th day. If you look at in the 6 days candlestick pattern, what do you see? This is where will blow your mind. Why? Because as we are very familiar with supermarket buying and selling, we normally tend to think that okay, gold price was here 2070, now it's cheaper 2000, so gold is cheaper, I should buy it so that it goes up, I will sell. Everyone thinks like that, okay? In the beginning, especially in the beginning, everyone thinks like that. But in trading, it's a different way of thinking. How do you think in trading is, okay, big red candle. So what happened? There was a huge selling pressure, huge selling happened. For those who sold, drop that market. Look at this one here, red. This is also a big red candle. Look at those green candles. Very, very weaker. Okay? Very, very weaker and long wick here. So that is also the weaker response from the buyer. Now look at this red candle, which is a big drop again. So in these 6 days, who was in control of the market? The answer will come, the sellers were in control, right? Because the selling candle are bigger and also the buying candle are smaller and narrower and longer. So because there has been huge selling pressure, this market is likely to drop. So two are completely opposite way of thinking about the market. Just by changing your thinking, you create a neural pathway in your brain, because the way we think, we create a neural pathway. And that's why it is sometimes hard for trader, because we are hardwired to think like we think in the supermarket, right? It's okay to think like the supermarket, because if you think like that in the supermarket, then you lose money there also, right? Because you need to buy when the price is low in supermarket. But here, it's a completely different way of thinking. And that's how you can understand that the market, it's bearish market. So in this kind of bearish market, what I will be waiting for the price to retest any of this resistance line and then to give us that selling opportunity. Okay guys, so right, I see that 43 like, 115 view current, so let's make it to 100 guys. I will pause for 2 seconds to see that you guys have smashed it. And also if you haven't subscribed, then you can subscribe to the channel so that you are not missing out very unique content I'm posting every day and every week. Done? That's awesome. Thank you for the support to the channel. Also, I'm trying to make the best content possible every day. All the knowledge that I have, I'm trying to convey to you guys so that I also contribute to you. You also can contribute by sharing your knowledge in the live chat. Let me know what is your biggest obstacle in trading, or what is your biggest achievement in trading? NASDAQ, sir. With the Bitcoin Cash today, do you think I will be looking at that? Can you? Okay. BTC, yeah, we'll be looking at that. Thank you. Gold buy. Engulfing and pin bar signal. Okay, ready, and it's coming sooner than I think. Just gotta work on my patience. Okay, so can you please look at natural gas? Yeah, I think natural gas will test daily 20 EMA. So I think like this, the DXY is forming reversal pattern. Okay, so DXY is forming reversal pattern. Let me see that here. Okay, so here is DXY. If we look at the weekly, today is the first day of trading week, where we saw the DXY at a looking at the monthly, where this is the monthly candle. There is a long bearish engulfer with a long wick here, and we saw that in that zone there is a gap opening so far, and we might see on DXY some kind of upside momentum, which is possible because there was a big bullish move, there is a pullback, and we can expect another bounce from the weekly. With the weekly close, we see that DXY so far with the market open, a little bit of upside, and we could see that DXY coming down further. Now looking at the daily, where we can see that from the daily perspective, there is a daily bullish candle with a long wick at the top, and you see that with this daily candle, the price basically form a long wick here. Initially we have seen a pullback, and the price is trying to fill that long wick at the top, and from the lower time frame on DXY we can see that there is a bullish pin bar followed by another long wick here. So little bit of consolidation, but the bias is still to the upside because it gathered liquidity from here. Okay, so the bias might be to the upside on DXY. Now, so if the DXY bias is to the upside, then gold bias still to the downside, and AUD, USD, Euro dollar, they might be dropping to the downside. So GJ is pushing high now at the moment from that level. So with that breakout from this resistance level, we might see that GJ, if the price managed to break that high from that level, we will look for, after price action confirmation, selling opportunity, because it's still bullish at the moment. Not a good idea to sell, because we want to see that GJ first has broken that high and has gone to this very important liquidity zone, because above this level there is a liquidity, and then we will be looking for potential selling once we see the market has given us enough confirmation. Confirmation is very important. That's how a strategy been used. Ready, 20, and it's coming sooner than I think. Just gotta work on my patience. Yes, yeah, absolutely. That's how you need to be thinking. Okay, it's gonna come to you. It's gonna come to you like the trade. Wait for the trade to come to you. Look, if you truly want it, what you're gonna want, you're gonna get it, no doubt about it. Now then, make sure that you set a specific, clear goal for yourself, that what you want to achieve. Anything you want, you're gonna get it. It's the way it is. Okay, now we see GJ is breaking to the upside, and then we might see that departure. In the meantime, I will be looking at gold again, because I was looking for gold to see early today. There is a big drop here, and I want to see that it has gone back up again, especially to the daily resistance, and then we can look for entry. So Tony, I'm ready, it's coming soon. Then I think just gotta work on my patience. Even I would say that don't even think that you are impatient. Okay, it's all about focus. It's all about focus, guys. Make sure that you understand it. It's all about focus. What you pay attention will grow. Let me give you an example of what do I mean by this. See, imagine that if you look at a very young child, because from there you will understand really something incredible. If you look at young childs, okay, and when you look at young child and tell them that they are very good at, they are doing very well, they are doing very nice, once you continuously say to them, they will behave at your expectation always. No doubt about it. Maybe not in the first day, but if you spend a bit more time with them and continuously say that they're good at, they're better at, they're doing very well, they started to behave at your expectation. Exactly the same thing towards us, what we do to us, because inside us there is a child lives always. Okay, it's called the inner child, always with you from the day one you have born. That inside child is always exactly the same as you. So what you need to do is, let's say if you say that, okay, I'm not patient, I have to work on that. Until you need to work on that, you're not gonna be patient. You see, because your focus is not patient, because the attention, the focus, or the mind cannot understand the difference between whatever you are saying. It only focuses on the object and magnifies it. That is why children who grow up in a parents or a family or a school where they are focused on their negative traits, let's say, oh, you are not doing this well, you are doing it bad. So what happens is that they cannot understand, because children doesn't have a conscious mind, they started to pay attention to their traits that is not desirable, and they magnify it more and more. They don't listen what you said, just focus on the trait that, okay, I'm not good enough, I'm not good, I'm not doing well, and I have to work on that. Okay, I have to work on that. And then when they grow up, they become that. So they focus on the things that is not good enough, and they behave to that expectation, so that they make sure that they are not good enough. You see, this is how exactly it is. So if we tell exactly the same thing, will happen to us also. So what you need to do is first assume that everything is all right and you are doing very well, and then set yourself an image inside, craft an image inside you that, okay, this is the way I am, and I have to, this is now current situation, I have to be here. So there is a gap between who you want to be and who you are. So you need to fill that gap by first crafting that who you want to be, the patient, but you need to accept the current self the way it is. So that's how it's a little bit of abstract, but just make yourself countable, and then you can do it. Because once you focus on that trait that is very good enough for you, you like it, and then it will magnify. So that is why the focus is very important. Okay, So focal point is the super important, because where is attention, energy goes. Okay guys, so hope that you are understanding. It's an abstract, but it's very, very doable. Becoming an independent profitable trader is also the part of your attention. And gold, okay, can you please look at NASDAQ? Okay, sir, do not use support and resistance. It's important, not so important. Don't use support and resistance. It's important or not so important. Okay. My main problem is I cannot find relevant watch list and stick to that. I do trade as a second job. When I make the list short, I don't have enough opportunity. Appreciate your wisdom. So thank you, Tony. Yeah, absolutely, you're gonna make it. Euro AUD, it's giving us selling opportunity. Really? Okay, so we'll be looking at that. But before that, let me say my main problem is I cannot find a relevant watch list and stick to that. And I do trade as a second job. When I make the list short, I don't even enough opportunity. Make the list long, cannot follow. Okay, so you got a two-edge situation. So first of all, so you don't get relevant watch list, and it becomes long enough that you cannot follow, or it becomes short enough that you don't find enough opportunity. Okay, now first of all, you live my life in adventure, so it might be different name that you have. Okay, so first of all, you need to find out that how much opportunity is enough. Like, so let's say you say that, okay, my list is too long that I cannot follow. It's too many, overwhelming for me. And then you might say, okay, my list is too short that I don't have enough opportunity. It's a very accountable problem that definitely need to look at. Now, to solve this, what I would suggest is that before you make a list, find out actually how many trades is justified or you want to open in a day. All right, so if you are a day, so you do trading as a second job, right? So if you are trading as a second job, I'm assuming that you are trading part-time. So in my opinion, if you are a part-time trader or a swing trader, I would say that 1 to 2 trades in a day is more than enough, right? If you are trading part, 1 or 2 trades in a day is more than enough. Someday maybe even you don't find a trade. So let's assume that you want to have 2 trades in a day. Now, instead of thinking the list is long or short, what I would suggest is that make a list. First of all, what you think that will give you a trading opportunity, and try to find 2 trades from that list. The list that will give you 2 trades is long enough or short enough for you to execute those plans. I would say that that's the best way you can solve this. Let me know if you have anything else. So instead of how many pairs you are putting on your list, try to find 2 trades, and probably you can find 4 or 5 pairs, and then try to find 2 trades in a day and stick to that. So which currency has positive correlation with gold? Okay, we'll be looking at that. So which currency has positive correlation? So all the USD pairs, and so basically AUD previously in the past it was very related to AUD USD. Now these days I see that it's not going that much up with the AUD USD because of the very, I think that imbalance investment on gold. it just became very incoherent with AUD USD. So basically is the DXY and gold, they moves in opposite direction. So all the USD pairs and gold, they move like AUD USD and gold, they move in the same direction. So if DXY or USD pairs, USD getting stronger, as a rule of thumb, gold become weaker, but sometimes they move in the same direction when there is any kind of crisis or bank collapse or economic recession. Yeah, so this is the relationship with gold and currency pairs. So can you check BTC? Okay, we'll be looking to that. Some kind of movement on BTC. If we look at the monthly, because BTC has reached that resistance level, this is a very high level of resistance. You can see that this price lastly came in 2022, 1st of April, and the price almost hitting after a year to the same level. And from that zone, you saw that this big move happened and quite a few months of pullback to the upside. So BTC USD currently moving up, which is to the resistance level. This is a resistance on BTC USD. So where we can see that this is a move on BTC USD so far, I think that now we might see some downside on BTC USD. This is a bullish move to the resistance. We look at the daily, where we can see that from the daily, this is a move, consolidation, a drop, and in that move, okay, because it has a big move consolidation, due to some of the fundamental factors, we might see that BTC getting weaker, but it's in a bull move. Today so far we have seen a big drop. If you look at the 4 hour, you can see this is a consolidation in that area, and then we have seen the drop. So if BTC changing the trend, then it might start to drop again to well below this level, okay, depending on where it is going. So you might see that BTC USD is dropping down, okay, which is highly likely to happen. So you could see that BTC USD, this is a resistance turn support. So there is a probability for a change of trend. Now this is the 2 sessions drop. If BTC USD makes pullback and then shows bearish, then this could be potential downtrend again on BTC USD. Yeah. Okay, so please, natural gas. Okay, so let me go back to gold. We see that gold again, as I mentioned, it's pushing high again for local move, and local move is needed for gold. This is the 1 hour chart. I want to see that gold has gone enough to the upside, and then we can look for that entry. Let me look at the GJ. You can see that after breaking that high, GJ has got a rejection from this level. Okay, so there is, we see that, let me see here. I expected a bit more upside to retest this. See GBP now dropping down to that, from that level. So we can expect another push, okay, to the resistance again on GJ, to this 20 EMA, and then it could drop back to some of this liquidity zone again to around 50 pip drop possible after after I get enough confirmation. I will be looking for selling on GJ. This is the 1 hour chart where there is a doji. Let's wait for a full confirmation and then we will be looking for selling opportunity, guys. And also all the trade that I'm opening currently, also all the trade I'm opening, I do share in the VIP group also. So if you want to be part of our trading community, you can join us today. Link below this video in the description area. So a couple of spots is still available to join us where you can learn the strategy that I am trading, and also you can be part of trading community where you can learn and grow as a trader. So link below this video in the description, and also link you can find at the top of the chat, where once you click the link, click join now button, then you will be able to join us to be part of this trading community. So now GJ also we have seen that move. I want to see that it has broken that 20 EMA, tested that level, and then we can look for that selling. Let me go back to gold again. Euro AUD. Okay, Euro AUD, yeah, we'll be looking to that. Looking at the daily, so you see that euro pairs, what I think that Eurojpy and Euro AUD and Euro all of them, especially Eurojpy, also we have seen that you see the price has broken that high. This one also it is also a bearish market, big drop, and like the GJ, I think that Eurojpy and Euro AUD also could give us selling opportunity. This is the 1 hour candle closing in a couple of minutes, and I want to see that it has done enough manipulation at the top, and then we will be looking for selling. So it could be that this is the 1 hour candle. We might see it's closing as a narrower doji and then testing that again, dropping down further. It's possible to happen. And because it has broken that liquidity zone, you can see this is a high liquidity zone from where we can expect Eurojpy drop back to this support level, especially above this level where there is a smart money area. So what is a smart money area? Smart money zone where the smart money bought and sold the market. How do you identify? You can see that there is a drop here, double bottom, a breakout, creating series of higher high and higher low, which is a very important liquidity zone. As the price moves from liquidity to liquidity, like the smart money trade based on liquidity, we can expect after enough manipulation here for the price to drop back below this level or to this level. So Eurojpy also I will be waiting for a bit more confirmation from this level for potential selling, like the Gbpusd. So Euro AUD, if we look at, then we can see that Euro AUD from the daily, this is a bearish market, but we could see that with the weakness on AUD, Euro AUD might try to go up a little further. So this one on Euro AUD, big drop, had a bounce. For me, I will be interested on Euro AUD if the price reach that level. From this zone, once we find the selling opportunity, we'll be looking for selling on Euro AUD. Like the Euro GBP also, what I think that if you look at the daily, this is a big drop pullback. Break of this high will give us selling opportunity on Euro GBP. So Euro for me is bearish. Looking at AUD and ZD also, here also there was some of the pairs such as AUD and ZD. This one also I will be waiting for a break of this resistance, then we'll look for selling on AUD and ZD. So let me know guys which one you are trading on that. So if we look at okay, now just looking to see where is the next move on in that zone on gold. It's just consolidating in that area. Okay, so let me look at here, natural gas. Okay, good morning, Euro NZD. I'm short in Euro AUD, target 100 pips. Okay, so you are short on Euro AUD, target 100 pips. This is a bearish market, but at the moment I will not be interested to short at the moment, because what I think that Euro AUD, there is a probability for a bit more pullback, but I wouldn't comment on your trade, as you know that I don't know what time frame you use, what strategy you use. So yeah, you need to manage accordingly. Now some of the pairs such as crude oil as well, let me see where it is doing. Now crude oil was there was a gap opening, and then we saw this market is pushing high. I think that crude oil might go to this resistance level because there is a liquidity here. So you see that I always talk about the liquidity. Let me know if you are not sure about what is liquidity, we can discuss more. Now if I look at the monthly on WTI, where you can see that from the monthly this is a bearish market on WTI. Now with that bearish market, from the bigger picture, previous months a middleman, this month so far we have seen significant drop, and I think that the price might be going up a bit more deeper pullback and then to continue to drop, as it is a bearish market. the way it has dropped, highly likely we could see that WTI is breaking this low. So there is a probability for further downside. From the weekly, there is a gap opening after this bearish candle. There is a long wick at the bottom on the weekly, and the price may drop here to fill that long wick. Now looking at the daily here on WTI, this is a big drop, a pullback. Now if we take our Fibonacci from high to the low, the price is almost heading at 38.2% Fibonacci level, which is the minimum Fibonacci, and also aligning with this previous support turn resistance here. And from that zone, what we can expect on WTI for the price to go ahead and to test this support here, which is turning resistance, and from that zone we can expect for the price after price action confirmation to drop. And I will remain still bearish on WTI. This move for me is a pullback, and because it is in a channel, if you look at the 1 hour chart, you can see that local bullish channel on WTI. I think that WTI, this channel is going back up straight to this resistance above this level where there is a liquidity, and also there is a liquidity here, and after triggering that we can expect for the price to drop. Now in that move, once the price will break that high after a price action confirmation, I will look for selling opportunity on WTI. Okay, so as soon as I will find, also I will be sharing in the group, and if it is in this live session, we do also open quite a few live trades, so make sure that you are sticking to the channel, sticking to the live session for more understanding. If there is any trade, also share us your opinion. I will have a look at as well in your strategy if you see any trade. And also in addition to that, before I progress further, guys, if you want to join regulated broker, then the broker that I'm trading, I can share the link below this video in the description. And also there is a link I have given in the live chat. You can use that link and you can start trading with regulated broker. You can do a little bit of research and then use it if you are looking to join a regulated broker. So with that said, let me now look at here on this is a gold chart, again coming back to it to see where is the next if there is any opportunity. So it is consolidating in that area, which is for me, I think we will see again upside bias locally. And if I don't see upside bias at the moment from this level, that where I'm not selling, because I want to see that gold has broken out, especially to the daily level where there is the daily resistance. It might do in the upcoming session that a bit more drop and then going back up to the resistance and then coming back down. So this level is quite important, above 2000 in 2000, around 2004-5 level. That is where we could see that gold has tested and coming back down. So what's your bias on gold today? I'll create a pool. Let's see what everyone is thinking. Okay, so I've created a pool. Let's see what you guys are up to today in this gold market. Neo Hips, can you explain liquidity? Okay, Neo Hippie, can you explain liquidity? Yes, I will be clearly explaining what is liquidity. And also join the free Telegram channel, link below this video in the description. I can share the free Telegram channel link in the live chat, where you can find all the content that I'm posting, as well as all the trade ideas that I'm posting as well. So use that link to join the free Telegram channel. Now let's discuss about that liquidity. We talk a lot about the liquidity, but what is liquidity? This is a very important question, isn't it? What is liquidity? Now let's look at from a very fundamental perspective. Liquidity is what is the volume that you and me putting on the market. Now we will be looking at what is liquidity, and then we will be looking at why it is so important that you need to know the liquidity. First of all, let's understand why it is so important. It is so important because smart money trade based on liquidity. Now you know that retail trader lose account money, but smart money makes the money. So if you want to be a smart trader, trade like the liquidity provider, then you can you need to trade based on their strategy, and they trade based on liquidity. So let me first explain what is liquidity. Imagine that this is a level. Okay guys, I want you to pay attention to it. It will change your trading completely. This is a level, okay, a support or resistance. Let's assume that it's a resistance. The price has gone back up and revert back from there, right? And then has gone back up, revert from there. Okay, now after back to back to return from that zone, there is a belief has been created, is that whenever the price will hit that level, the price will drop, because it's a supply area, right, where the sellers wish to sell. Now the past repeats, right? Not only in trading, in our life also past repeat. If you look at, you know, why does the people find it so difficult to create a new life, is because they repeat past. Majority of people don't know how to break out of the pattern in the past, because they come with hand in hand. Let's say, according to science, 70 to 80%, I think even 90% of our thought is repetitive. So today what you have thought, okay, that you will be thinking that same tomorrow. So that's a pattern, okay, repeatedly created inside the brain. So the brain create a neural pathway, which is the pattern that repeats over and over again. So that's why for most people, future is predictable based on their past. But if you know how to break that pattern, then you know how to create the new future. And because of that we're thinking, we think also in the same way in trading, this is the resistance level here. And because in the past the sellers were interested to sell from that level, the sellers are interested to sell. Let's assume that you put a sell order here, okay, and you said that I'm gonna short from here, because in the past people short from that like everyone does, and you put a big TP target just to see that the market has gone up. You're very happy, you triggered the trade, and then just a little bit of up took you out of the market, and then has come to hit you TP, but without taking you any trade. So why this happened? This is what you need to understand the liquidity. Very simple. See, the main goal here when the traders trade all around the world is to find, because whenever you are placing an order in the market, you are actually placing a buy or sell order in the market. And when you are placing a buy or sell order in the market, on the other side, someone needs to be willing to buy or sell that from you. Now, when everyone selling from this level here, let's say this is a price level of 2065, everyone wants to sell from here. So if everyone wants to sell, then who will be the buyer here? Because you need a buyer, right? So where is the buyer in that? Imagine that it's a marketplace. Where is the buyer? So when people are selling from here, their stop loss is a buy order. So when you give an order to your broker to sell, you are thinking that I am only selling. Actually, you are selling and buying at the same time. You are telling your broker 2065 is the level I will be selling, but in case the price goes to 2074, please buy for me. So you said both command to the broker. And now, because there is a buyers here, when the price slipped away, which is a lot of names, manipulation, false breakout, liquidity gap, you can name anything, but exact reason it's unknown. Okay, there is a lot of theory behind it, but I don't want to go to that point. Somehow the price slipped to that level, and from that zone you will see that the market revert back after grabbing that liquidity, and the price come to that level to your TP, right? So which is in fact called the liquidity grab. Now those who are impatient, they start to sell from here, and they are triggered that your stop loss, right? So then who wins the market? Who are patient. So how do you use that smart money strategy in your trading? Very simple, because when this liquidity zone is invaded, you will find the price action confirmation from the market that will tell you that okay, the price has gathered liquidity, and then let's sell from this level. And you see that we had quite a few massive winning trades based on the strategy. If you are following us a couple of days, probably you remember this trade on Gbpusd, guys. This one, quite a few trades including this and that. So there was a massive trade from here that we closed around 290 pip from this level. Yeah, 290 pip. And this, you can see that exactly the same system has been used in that area. After breaking that liquidity zone, the price has broken up to the upside, and when the price grabs that liquidity, it normally creates a bigger move. And that is how one can pick the bigger trade possible in the market to stay ahead in the game of trading. Right? Very simplest way. And the strategy that I'm using, also I'm teaching on VIP Zoom class, also consider that liquidity, and which is, I believe that the best strategy for me that I use every single day in the market. And also you can see that I explained that strategy like liquidity, but there is a bit more to it. So what is that? That liquidity zone, when the price hit that, it hit in a way that will tell you that okay, there is a probability that this price will drop or go up from here, which is the sign of false breakout that I step by step explain in the VIP Zoom class also. So you can find, if you are newly joined in the last week, then you can go back to the group, in your group, in the Signal group, go back where you will find the Zoom classes recorded, where you can understand how has been explained. And also every week I am taking that Zoom classes. I might increase it more to speed up the process so that you guys can learn and grow as a trader. So let's keep it up. And this is how the smart money trades, and I had a rare opportunity to learn it from some of the best trader out there. So let's keep it up. And with that said, this is starting another week after the NFP, and we can look for some good trade coming along the way. Let's see how far it is going. Now here is on GJ, the same way the price gathered that liquidity, and we see potential downside. But as I mentioned, I was waiting for the price to have another trigger from this resistance, especially after retesting this 4-hour 20 EMA, which didn't touch yet. I was waiting for the touch and break, and then coming back. Then we will be looking for selling on Gbpusd as soon as we will find it. Thank you for your effort and live. Big show. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. So we could draw support. Yes, you can draw support and resistance. Nothing is unnecessary, absolutely necessary. So when you draw the support and resistance, you know that where every trader thinking to buy or sell, and wait for that support and resistance to be broken, and then wait for the false breakout, confirmation of price action, then buy or sell. Very simple. Okay, look, simplicity is the weapon of all best trader. All right, simplicity is the key. You know, in my strategy, I don't use any complication, because you don't need. In fact, the simplest the strategy, the better to perform. You know why? Because you know the market will give you a random set of trade, which sometime, because you know you will not find exactly this kind of candle all the time, right? You need to make a quick decision sometime, either it is a trade you should be taking or no. Now if you if you are not using simplest strategy, then it will take you a lot of time to make your trading decision. That will make you, which is called the analysis paralysis. So simplest way to understand, okay, this is the criteria that I will look for. Once it fit, I'll be selling or buying. Simple. Okay, rule based strategy is very important, and now it's a bit faster. That's why I also developed that all this strategy into a Pine script, so that I can even have a bit more further confirmation. Now if you are our lifetime member, you can access it from your dashboard, all the information in your student dashboard. Go to your trading tool where you can find that information about how you can access this TF indicator after you go through the strategy in your course tab. Now let me see that gold on in that area. Let me see here. Okay, so here I want to see, now you can see that there's another 1 hour candle close as a doji. So I will appreciate gold to break to the upside and then to give us that selling opportunity. I think that it's gonna push up a little, but chances for breakdown is very high. The way this price has formed for me, which is a very high probability that gold will drop back. It might even drop back below this support level. Okay, so big head and shoulder, and first of all we'll be waiting for one by one, like one push up breaking the liquidity zone, will be selling. So the way this price action has formed at the moment, no way I will be buying on gold. I will be only looking for selling opportunity. Guys, smash the like button now, and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing out. Join the free Telegram channel for all the content that I am posting every day, including the trade ideas and trade analysis. You can access all of them once you are in the free Telegram channel. Let me share with you the free Telegram channel link in the live chat. There is in the description as well. This is the free Telegram channel. Morning, non-profit, no withdrawal, not to survive, still in positive. Copy. Yeah, absolutely. Good morning. So right now GJ, we are waiting on more liquidity than confirmation. So right now GJ, we are waiting for more liquidity than confirmation. Look, GJ, I was waiting. Now this 1 hour candle on GJ, which is a bearish candle. Okay, which is a bearish candle, and that price may drop even from here. So this is what I was telling you guys, that patience is the key. Now, I can sell from here, you can sell, anyone can sell, and that could be a winning trade, that could be also a losing trade. But the more you'll see that a stronger liquidity grab, higher chance that we will have that winning trade. But here at the moment, it's a two-way situation. We could see that GJ is dropping from here. Because it's still maintaining that local uptrend, I want to see that GJ has changed this uptrend to a downtrend, and then we'll be selling. So this is what it's important, that you wait for the market to give you its hand. So based on one pin bar or one bearish candle, we cannot sell, because this local trend is still up. Okay, so let it completely break down by changing its uptrend to a downtrend, and then we can look for that selling opportunity. Okay, so with that starting of the week, now AUD and ZD, quite a few trade coming. You can see AUD and ZD is bouncing off this level, and that one also from the daily, I will be waiting for the price to break that liquidity zone that we discussed a couple of minutes ago about the liquidity, and then I will be looking for that selling. Gold, it's bearish by any means. I will not be a bull on gold at the moment. Anytime the price will break any of this high, we will be selling. I don't have to wait for gold to go up here. Instead, if we see that gold has broken down and then has gone even above this level, then I will be selling. So by any means, I want to see that it gathers liquidity so that I can sell with the bigger flow in the market. Okay, so this is the main goal here, looking for bigger flow and then sell or buy based on that bigger flow in the market. Okay, guys and girls, it's the first day of trading week. I'm very excited that this week gonna be another great trading week because of NFP has been released, and this week, as I mentioned, last middle week of the December and next 2 weeks of the month will be holidays in all around the world, so in many countries, not all. So because of that, this week gonna be unusually volatile, and let's make some pip for the Christmas, and then we will be having some rest and holidays, though I will be trading every single day even during the holiday, because I love trading, and I will be in that time I will do more of back testing, more of education, teaching, so you can stay connected. And make sure you are not missing out anything by subscribing, joining the free Telegram channel. And with that said, guys, I had a very enjoyable session. We have found a directional bias that will be looking for selling in majority of the pairs that we have seen, GJ, gold, and these two pairs will look for selling as soon as we will find that. And until that, stay well, stay happy. In just a couple of hours, I'm coming on live again. If you haven't watched that, make sure that you are you're staying connected for the next live session. We do open quite a few trades during the live session, so let's keep up, and I'll see you again in the next live. Until that, stay well,